A photograph, stark and perplexing, recently surfaced, capturing a scene at the home of Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito. It depicted an upside-down American flag prominently displayed, a silent but potent symbol draped against the backdrop of the highest court in the land. This image, disseminated widely across social media and news outlets, sparked immediate controversy, igniting a firestorm of debate about its meaning and the implications for one of the nation's most powerful figures. The upside-down flag, typically associated with distress signals and protests, seemed jarringly out of place at the residence of a Supreme Court justice, raising questions about its intended message and the motivations behind its display. The image quickly became a Rorschach test, its interpretation hinging on the viewer's political leanings and their perception of Justice Alito. For some, it was a blatant sign of disrespect for the American flag and the nation it represents, while others saw it as a protected form of free speech, a silent protest against perceived injustices. The ambiguity of the act, coupled with the stature of the individual involved, thrust the symbol into the heart of a national conversation about patriotism, protest, and the delicate balance between free expression and responsible conduct, particularly for those in positions of power. The timing of the upside-down flag's appearance at Justice Alito's residence added another layer of complexity to an already fraught situation. Coming in the wake of the January 6th insurrection, an event that shook the foundations of American democracy, the symbol took on an added layer of significance. The insurrection, fueled by false claims of election fraud and an attempt to overturn the results of a democratic election, saw rioters storming the U.S. Capitol, some bearing the American flag, others carrying Confederate flags and symbols associated with far-right ideologies. The violence and chaos of that day left an indelible mark on the nation's psyche, raising profound questions about the fragility of American democracy and the dangers of political extremism. In the aftermath of January 6th, the upside-down flag became associated with the insurrectionists and their grievances. Some of those who participated in the attack on the Capitol were seen carrying or displaying the flag in an inverted position, using it as a symbol of their discontent and their belief that the country was heading in the wrong direction. The image of the upside-down flag amid the chaos and violence of that day became seared into the public consciousness, inextricably linking the symbol to the events of January 6th and the deep political divisions that fueled them. As the controversy surrounding the upside-down flag at his residence grew, Justice Alito offered an explanation, attributing the act to his wife. In a statement released to the press, he stated that his wife, Martha Ann, had been responsible for hanging the flag and that she had done so unintentionally. He further emphasized that she had not meant any disrespect by the act and that she had simply been unaware of the symbolism associated with an upside-down flag. Alito's explanation, while seeking to defuse the situation, did little to quell the controversy. Instead, it raised further questions about the judgment of both the justice and his wife, particularly given his position on the Supreme Court and the weight his actions carry. Critics questioned the plausibility of Alito's explanation, finding it difficult to believe that neither he nor his wife would be aware of the symbolism associated with an upside-down American flag. They argued that even if unintentional, the display of the flag in such a manner demonstrated a lack of awareness and sensitivity, especially given the current political climate and the events of January 6th. The incident put Alito's judgment under scrutiny, with some questioning whether he could be impartial in cases involving issues related to the First Amendment, protests, or the events of January 6th, given his family's apparent stance. The incident involving the upside-down flag at Justice Alito's residence, regardless of intent, had a tangible impact on public trust in the judiciary, particularly in the eyes of those already skeptical of the court's impartiality. The judiciary, often regarded as the last bastion of objectivity and fairness in a system fraught with political maneuvering, relies heavily on public trust to maintain its legitimacy and authority. When that trust is eroded, it undermines the court's ability to function effectively and erodes confidence in its decisions. The incident involving Alito came at a time when public trust in the Supreme Court was already waning, with accusations of partisan bias and a perceived lack of transparency plaguing the institution. The court's recent rulings on issues such as abortion rights, gun control, and campaign finance had further deepened the political divide, with critics accusing the court of becoming increasingly ideological and out of touch with the values of the American people. The upside-down flag incident, whether intentional or not, played into this narrative, fueling perceptions of the court as being partisan and out of touch. The symbolism of an upside-down American flag, particularly in the context of the January 6th insurrection, carries significant weight, representing a profound sense of dissatisfaction and a rejection of the established order. When such a symbol appears at the residence of a Supreme Court justice, it inevitably raises questions about that justice's impartiality and their commitment to upholding the Constitution, the very document that guarantees the right to peaceful protest but also underscores the importance of a functioning democracy. Regardless of intent, the incident served as a stark reminder of the delicate balance between free expression and the responsibilities that come with holding a position of power, especially within the judicial branch. The long-term effects of this incident on the perception of judicial impartiality remain to be seen. However, it has undoubtedly sown seeds of doubt in the minds of some, further eroding trust in an institution already grappling with accusations of partisanship and a lack of transparency. The incident serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the importance of perception and the need for those in positions of power to exercise prudence and discretion, recognizing that their actions, even those seemingly private, can have far-reaching consequences on public trust and the integrity of the institutions they represent.